ho ho in the bottle sake. It's your boy the legendary Hadou, and we have some new cards coming from the OCG structure deck, the Lair of Darkness. This and more coming at you next. Alright, my fellow Homo sapiens. So if you're like me, you're super excited for this structure deck. Man, I am so pumped. And finally, we got some cards and their effects revealed. So the first card on the chopping block is the field spell, Lair of Darkness, and it has 3 effects. The first effect is face-up monsters on the field become dark attributes. Incredible. I like that. Second effect, once per turn, if you would tribute a monster to activate a card effect, you can tribute one dark monster your opponent controls as if you controlled it. That right there is incredible because the first effect turns everything to dark, and the second effect allows you to tribute your opponent monster. And finally, the third effect is once per turn during the end phase, you can special summon to the turn player field in defense as many shadow tokens as possible, up to the number of monsters that were tribute while this card was face up on the field this turn. Impressive. So what this field spell does is it doesn't just change all monsters on the field to dark attributes that's face up, but it also allows you to tribute your opponent monsters. And if it's on your opponent's turn, I guess they will gain some shadow tokens up to the number of monsters you tribute. Now if you do it on your turn, then I believe you will gain those shadow tokens. Now let's go ahead and take a peek at the second card. So our second card is the Grinning Grave Virus, and oh wow, this card looks so badass. It looks sinister. The artwork on this card is incredible. I love seeing a new virus card. So let's go ahead and read its effect. Tribute one dark monster with 3,000 or less attack. Your opponent destroys one card from their hand and or deck for every 500 attack the tribute monster had. Also, if a dark monster with 2,000 or more attack with tribute to activate this card effect, check all cards your opponent draws until the end of their third turn after this card was activated and destroy all monsters among them. Also, cards sent to the graveyard because they were destroyed by this card effect cannot activate during the turn they was destroyed. Wow. This virus here is incredible because if you tribute a big monster, for every 500 attack that card has, your opponent is going to have to destroy a card from their hand or their deck. You're going to really be able to burn through their deck or burn through their hand. Now, yes, this will allow your opponent to get rid of their garbage cards, but at the same time, depending on how many times you play this card, you're going to be able to really destroy your opponent deck. This is incredible, but not just that, it has that second effect where if you tribute that dark monster with 2,000 or more attack, for every monster they draw for the next 3 turns is going to be destroyed, and they cannot activate any of those card effects. So think about something like Burning Abyss, where if they send to the graveyard they get an effect, but with them being destroyed with this trap card, they're just dead cards. That is incredible. So let's go ahead and look at the third card. Alright, so we got our boss monster of the deck, and it's the darkest Diabolos, Lord of the Lair. It's a level 8 dragon effect monster, 3,000 attack, 2,000 defense. This monster here is a boss. Now they said that this monster is going to be very easy to summon, so let's go ahead and get into its effect. So it says you can only use his first effect and third effect with this card name only once per turn each. Okay, interesting. If a dark monster you control is tribute and this card is in your hand or graveyard, special summon this card. Oh my goodness, wow, that is incredible. They was correct. Yes, he's very easy to summon. I think that's going to be very, very badass. Let's read the second effect. Your opponent cannot tribute this card. Also, they cannot target this card. This card cannot be targeted by your opponent card effects. Oh my goodness! You can't kaiju this! What? There's not a kaiju for that! There's not a kaiju for this monster! Oh Oh, that's incredible. It has kaiju protection. It cannot be tributed by your opponent kaiju. And I mean, your opponent can't retarget it. It's like, wow, this monster here is definitely a boss monster. And finally, you can tribute one dark monster. Your opponent choose one card from their hand for you to return to either the top or the bottom of the deck. That's interesting. This is the second translation I have seen, so I'm a little confused on this one because the first translation said your opponent choose one random card to put at the bottom or the top of the deck. Now this is saying, this translation here off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization is saying that your opponent choose one card and you get to choose if it goes to the top or the bottom of the deck. Wow, that is extremely strong. I really like this boss monster. I mean, they're not going to be able to kaiju it, and you get to get in their hand and choose if they're going to get to draw into a dead card, or they're going to put that card at the bottom of the deck. Incredible. Let's check out the next monster. Alright, so we got our next monster, and it's Lilith of Lament. And if I remember right with this card, they said we're going to be able to use our normal trap cards very easily from our deck. So let's go ahead and hop right into what is Lilith. So she's a level 3 Dark Fiend effect monster, 2000 attack, 0 defense, and she's only level 3, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, let's hop into defense. This effect. You can only use the second effect with this card name once per turn. Alright, if this card was normal summon, its original attack becomes 1000. That's interesting. Well, you could use it for a crush card. Okay. Quick effect. You can tribute one dark monster, reveal 3 normal trap cards from your deck. Your opponent randomly chooses one for you to set and shuffle the rest back into the deck. Well, I had real high hopes for Lilith. I think she's usable. I think that's interesting. But I was hoping that she was going to do a lot more. She's not bad, don't get me wrong, but I was hoping that she was going to allow us to activate those cards from the deck. But it seems that she will allow us to search our deck, get these cards, and set them directly from the deck to the field. Alright, so we have our final monster that was revealed, and it is Ahrima, King of Wickedness. It's a level 4 Dark Fiend monster, 1700 attack, 0 defense. Let's go ahead and hop right into its effect. And by the way, it looks pretty badass. So, you can only use the second effect with this card name once per turn. Okay, you can discard this card to add 1 Lair of Darkness from your deck to your hand. Nice! So this right here allows you to search out the field spell. That's really interesting because it's going to allow you to keep some form of consistency with this deck. This one thing I was kind of worried about, like, what is this consistency with this deck going to be? The second effect, you can tribute 1 dark monster, draw 1 card. Or if a dark monster other than this card was tribute, to activate this effect, you can add 1 dark monster with 2000 or more defense from your deck to your hand instead of drawing. Nice, that's incredible. So it's going to allow you to either A, go for that random draw, or allow you to go for your boss monster and get it to your hand. This is incredible. So my first expressions of this deck, I'm just like, wow, I am really impressed so far. I mean, the field spell is a lot better than I was expecting. The new virus trap is incredible. And the boss monster is very, very easy to special summon, get him out on the field, and he has protection against kaijus. But not just that, they have some other cool monsters that allow you to tribute monsters on the field and draw cards. So I like this deck because it's a different type of play style. It's something like tribute your opponent monsters, get in their hand, get in their deck. It really messes up your opponent play. So I'm definitely going to be looking for the structure deck. I'm definitely going to pick up 3 of these when they do get released in the TCG. But so far right now, I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with what I see, and I can't wait to see what else is gonna come in this structure deck. But that's all I have for you today. Please rate, subscribe, comment, and share. It really helps the channel. Thanks for watching. Matane.